You want to wait for the train. Thank you for coming. I'm Assistant Chief Benjamin Gurley, Commanding Officer of the Bronx. Today I'm going to talk about a tragic shooting that occurred right at the intersection of Mount Eden and Townsend Avenue, approximately 6:15 p.m. where 4 males were shot standing on the southwest corner of this intersection. The males' ages, the victims, their ages range from 37 to 23 years old. One of the victims succumbed to his injuries and was removed to the hospital after being shot in the chest. The story is as follows. There were 2 scooters that came eastbound on Mount Eden, with 2 males on each scooter, abreast. The rear passengers of those scooters pulled out firearms. That's 2 firearms. And they fired approximately 10 rounds at the males standing on the southwest corner, striking out 4 victims. The 4 victims were shot. 3 of them were shot in the leg. And as I indicated earlier, 1 was shot in the chest and the leg, and that's our 29-year-old male. The perpetrators wore masks and hoodies to block their identities. And then they fled on the scooters northbound on Townsend Avenue towards the Cross Bronx Expressway. At this point, we have 1 male in custody that we're unsure if they're directly tied to the incident, but that's currently under investigation. Remember, all of the information that we're sharing with you tonight is preliminary and subject to change. If anybody has information regarding this incident, please reach out to 1-800-577-TIPS, and I'll now turn it over to Deputy Commissioner Kaz Daughtry.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief. My name is Kaz Daughtry, Deputy Commissioner of Operations.
Speak up.
My name is Kaz Daughtry. I'm the Deputy Commissioner of Operations. Like the Chief says, there was 2 individuals on the back of 2 scooters. We have been up here with the community response team the last couple of weeks, primarily since April 1st to about now. I want to talk about why are we out aggressively going after individuals on these scooters. This is a prime example why we're doing this. 2 individuals, 2 scooters, let 10 rounds go on the corner here. 9,500 scooters, dirt bikes, and ATVs we have taken off the street since January 1st to now. Out of those 9,500, 2,500 in the Bronx alone. 1,300 arrests involving individuals that commit crimes on scooters that this department has made arrests on. 989 summonses we have issued so far from January 1st to now to people on scooters. And in 28 days, 36 gun arrests in this small area right here, the 4-4, the 4-6 precinct. And like I said before, from April 1st to April 9th, 18 guns taken off the street in the 4-4 and the 4-6 command. As a result of this incident, we're going to be bringing back our community response teams. Those are the officers that you see in the tan pants, and they will be focusing primarily on individuals riding around with illegal scooters, dirt bikes, and ATVs. Preferably in this case, we're looking for 2 individuals on the scooters, and then that's their job, is to confiscate these illegal scooters and take them off of our streets. I'll open it up to any questions.
Okay, we have time for 1 or 2 questions. We'll start with Alicia Reed, WCBS.
Hi, thanks, Chief. Was this targeted? Was it gang related?
We're investigating the motive of this shooting and the relevance, if any, of any gang ties to this shooting, but the investigation is too preliminary to comment on specifics.
Okay, we're going to go over to Katie Corrado from News 12.
Thanks a lot. Were the victims known to police?
Too soon to tell. Too soon to tell.
Can you also just clarify 1,300 arrests since January 1st involving individuals that have committed crimes on scooters? That's since January 1st?
Yep, since January 1st. That could be anywhere from unregistered scooter, stolen scooter, suspended license, stopping an individual, doing a warrant check. Guess what? Gun recovered, search incident to lawful arrest. Did that answer your question?
Yes, that answers the question. Thank you.
Thanks.
We're going to go to Anthony Carlo.
For any of you gentlemen who could answer this, but talking about recidivism and sort of the crime drivers that are driving up crime, small number of them. From the mail-in custody that you have, and from what you know about the suspects in this case, how much of that is a problem here, and how much of that can these community policing teams eradicate by being redeployed in this?
When you say eradicate, like what is that? Can you just...
How much can community policing teams address that kind of issue by being redeployed in response to that?
Thank you for the question, Anthony. We can't arrest our way out of this problem. With the small individuals, we're constantly arresting them and arresting them and arresting them. Like I said before, in this game of public safety, there's other individuals involved in this game of public safety. We're just the first person in the public safety game that the criminal comes in contact with. Can the community response team, is that the answer to everything? Absolutely not. 100% no. There's other stakeholders in this game of public safety. You want to add to that, Greg?
But I think, when you hold the recidivists accountable, that's where we get the bang for our buck. We have examples of that, and we're working with our partners in the DA's office to do that, and we have examples.
Plain and simple, the arrests of illegal scooters, mopeds, there is a tie to getting people off the street with guns and who are doing harsher crimes. There is a direct relation to people riding around on illegal scooters and committing crimes, and it's a careful balance for us, because there are people legitimately riding around on scooters, working, Uber Eats and different things like that. So it's a careful selection for us, but we do see both, and it's hard to differentiate at first, but we do see both.
Let me just add one more thing today, Anthony. It's first of all, we have to give our officers a lot of credit. It takes a skill to apprehend these individuals on scooters. We don't want our cops chasing them throughout the streets, because we don't want to put the public in jeopardy. So we use other things like technology. The cops will be behind them, They think that they lost them, but we have our air support that will follow them, wait till they dismount their scooter, and then we'll move them for the apprehension. A lot of the times these scooters run out of gas. You know, you'll probably get about 30, 45 minutes of gas. When they pull into a gas station, once again, utilize the technology. Once they're gassing up, our teams will move in and their undercover cars to make an apprehension. So it's a skill to go after these scooters, but we don't want to see cops aggressively chasing them down, you know, Grand Concourse, because is it really worth it? So there's a technique that we have that we use and that we're getting really good at.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
About the business of the